Fertiliser Control Act, and I wish this act will be well received by the stakeholders in this business of fertilizer. Thank you very much.
The federal government says fertilizer fraudsters risk a 5-year jail term as the National Fertiliser Quality Control Act 2019 comes into effect. The Minister of Agriculture and Rural Development, Alhaji Sabo Nanunu, while unveiling the act in Abuja, said the passage and signing into law of the act was a major breakthrough. The act, among other provisions, stipulates that a person who manufactures, blends, imports, or distributes fertilizer that is deficient in plant nutrient is liable, upon conviction, to at least 5 years imprisonment without the option of fine.
I feel privileged and delighted to stand before you today for public presentation and unveiling of this much desired National Fertiliser Quality Control Act for the regulation of the manufacture, importation, sales, and distribution, as well as quality control of fertilizer in this country. As you may be aware, the journey for the establishment of fertilizer regulatory system in this country started as far back as 2002, passed through several processes and suffered many defeats, but finally actualized by this administration. The appreciation of the establishment of the regulatory framework followed a fertilizer study that revealed high prevalence of low quality fertilizers in the country.
On implementation process, Nanonu has this to say.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Act has prescribed roles and responsibility for the stakeholders in the public and the private sector in order to ensure compliance, popular participation for the smooth and effective implementation of the Act to achieve sanity in the fertilizer industry. Such responsibilities are captured in the actions of the Act on prohibited activities. With law in place, individuals and corporate entities involved in fertilizer business are expected to be frank and avoid unnecessary litigation in this perspective.
The chairman, Senate Committee on Agriculture, Senator Abdullahi Adamu, pledged the support of the National Assembly for implementation of the Act.
Over the years, our agriculture has been divided with a lot of challenges, among which are the issue of availability of quality inputs, most especially fertilizers for crop production. The Nigerian fertilizer market was filled with all manner of low-quality fertilizers, ranging from fake, adulterated, to underweight fertilizer bags. Those fertilizer vendors were having their field day, and there was no legal backing to checkmate their activities. The activities of the fake fertilizer operators greatly affected the investment of the genuine fertilizer businessmen, thereby dampening the rate of real investment in the Nigerian fertilizer industry. Invariably, farmers were being shortchanged as they were made to pay for nutrients which were not present in the fertilizer bags purchased by them. The implication was that agricultural productivity was on the decline due to the poor state of our soils as a result of years of continuous cultivation leading to nutrient and mining problems.
For his part, Professor Yemi George, a consultant law practitioner who was guest lecturer at the presentation, called for proper implementation of the National Fertiliser Quality Control Act 2019 to properly checkmate harmful practices in the subsector.
The expansion of fertilizer supply into the Nigerian fertilizer market without a functional, legal, and regulatory framework has exposed the farmers to the danger of increasing cases of one, product adulteration. Sometimes sand is packaged and sold as fertilizer. Underweight bags and other malpractices by unscrupulous fertilizer manufacturers, importers, distributors, and retailers. What is the purpose of this act that we're talking about? One, to safeguard the interest of farmers, and of course, the interest of all Nigerians, the interest of all who consume farm products, from nutrient deficiencies, adulteration, misleading claims, and short weight. And also to safeguard the interests of fertilizer enterprises, the genuine players. There are many genuine players in the field, but these genuine players cannot play genuinely, cannot play because they are challenged by others who are not committed to the principles of safe use of fertilizer. Then the act also aims to contribute to the creation of an enabling environment for private sector investment in the fertilizer industry. The federal government and the stakeholders of the fertilizer industry have taken the bull by the horn by enacting a robust legal framework for quality control in the country. However, having a good law is not the same thing as proper implementation of the law. Therefore, we humbly submit and we urge that all hands must be on deck to ensure full implementation of the National Fertiliser Quality Control Act 2019.